Hi, I'm taking my lunch break now, Leia.
Sounds good.
Here's your report from your housework from yesterday.
Okay.
For the cleaning, you forgot to wipe water drops in the bathroom. There was some dirt by the door. Did you skip cleaning, maybe?
I did clean in the morning, but we got a package yesterday, so maybe some dirt got in it when I brought it inside?
I told you to check it before I come back, right?
Sorry.
Then, as for cooking, avocado toast. I don't want vegetables for breakfast. That took a lot of points off.
Because you only eat meat, Nigel. I thought it'd be better to eat a little more vegetables.
That's unnecessary. Don't control what I eat.
Sorry.
I told you I'll get vitamins from supplements, didn't I? And the soup for dinner tasted plain. I need more flavor.
Okay.
Cleaning was 3 points and cooking was 2 points. That's 5 points in total. It's still half. Are you starting to grasp my criteria a little bit?
I got the gist of it. Since you check it every day.
But your effort's still not enough, right? The max is 10 points.
I know.
Are you sure? If you got under 3 points, I'll divorce you.
Yes.
You need to do the housework properly if you don't want me to leave you. You'll be all alone if I leave you, since you don't have any relatives.
Hey, Nigel. You married me because you love me, right?
Of course.
But you rate my housework, and you tell me you'll get a divorce if it's under 3 points. I don't think this is right.
You'll work hard at your chores if you love me, right? You're a stay-at-home wife, you can't make money. So you need to look after the house properly, at least.
I think doing the housework contributes to the household.
But you don't get paid.
Then how about I work again? We can hire a housekeeper a few times a week. I'll pay for that, and we get more money if we both work, right?
Look, I want my wife, i.e. you, to do it, Leia. That's why I asked you to be a stay-at-home wife.
I think it's my fault as well for not meeting your expectations with the housework. But it's stressful for me that you rate it every day. And you don't let me go out. It's suffocating.
You can buy anything online without going out nowadays, including groceries.
Yes, but...
What? Are you going to hit on some other guy outside?
Huh? Why do you think I'd do that?
Well, because. What do you intend to do behind my back?
Well, a little diversity in my life would be nice. I want to go for a stroll and do exercise as well. I want to see my friends, since I haven't seen them for a while since I got married. I have to keep declining their invitations.
That sort of thing is unnecessary. You got married and you're my wife now. And by friends, you mean those gaudy single women, right? They're going to convince you to have an affair.
What are you saying? I wouldn't do that, and neither would they. And don't say bad things about my friends. They're not bad people.
Really? I'm protecting you, Leia. There are bad people teeming out there in the real world. It's enough for you to just stay quietly at home.
Why did you change so much, Nigel? You didn't rate me before we married. You didn't say anything when I ate out with my friends. You're acting weird after the marriage.
It's different from when you were my girlfriend. You can't be living like a bachelorette forever.
Then I want some spending money at least. I want to buy some things to have fun at home.
What? How can a 5-point housewife say that? Ask me when you get a perfect score.
Then give my savings from my single days back to me. I'll pay with that.
That's our money now, isn't it? Women don't use money for anything useful anyway. I'll keep it.
No way.
I'm glad that you don't have any family or relatives.
Huh?
There's no place you can go and nobody to help you.
What? That's why you married me?
I didn't think that far ahead, but I do feel lucky now. It's easy to make my ideal household now.
I don't get what you're saying.
You don't need to think about what I mean. You just follow what I tell you.
Nigel, your mom asked me if I want to go out for lunch next week. Can I go?
Of course you can't.
But why not?
So while I'm working hard, you want to have a leisurely lunch? Sounds like a typical housewife who's wasting money.
I don't think so.
It's fine if I'm there too, but you can't go without me.
But it's rude if I turn her down so many times.
Fine then. I'll tell her.
I really want to go if I can.
You can go after you get a passing grade. I'll tell her you're not feeling too well. Tell her the same thing if she asks.
Okay. I wonder if she'll hate me.
You care about that?
Because she cares about me always. Doesn't it look like I'm avoiding her? I feel guilty.
It's okay. You don't exist to make my mum feel better. You should care about me more. That's some point deductions as my wife.
Sorry.
I wonder why I have to tell you all this. I'm trying to help you improve as a housewife. And I also think that recently...
What?
You're talking back a bit more, aren't you?
Huh?
I don't like your attitude lately.
It's because you're trying to restrict me in all sorts of ways, Nigel.
You see? Again. That's not good. Don't try anything behind my back.
Try anything?
Like starting remote work and earning money secretly. I'll know straight away, so don't even bother.
Okay.
Then I'll tell my mum about that. Focus on the things you're supposed to do. Hi, Leia. I heard you're feeling unwell.
Hi, Mom. I'm okay. You don't have to worry.
Of course I'm worried about you. You're my daughter-in-law. You've had a cold for a while, right? So I heard you can't go for lunch this time too.
No, I'm sorry.
You're feeling sick. It's not your fault. So, did you see a doctor?
No, I thought it'll be all right if I get some rest at home.
That's no good. It's been a week since you got it, right? Maybe it's not a cold. I'll give you a lift if you feel lethargic.
No thanks, I'm fine. I can move my body fine.
Is that so? Then that's fine. Oh, by the way, I went cherry picking with my friend yesterday. I wonder if I can bring some to you now.
Now?
Well, actually, I look shabby right now. That's okay. So is everyone when they're sick. And I'll get you some nutritious food too. Because I haven't seen you recently. I'll go home right after I give it to you.
Well, I don't know. It's messy in the house.
I'm sorry. I'm being a pesky mother-in-law. I didn't mean I'd go into your house. But I guess you don't want your mother-in-law to show up so suddenly.
No, you're not being pesky at all.
But you can't come right now.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. I'm sorry I was a bit pushy. Rest is the best way to recover, so take care of yourself.
Thank you, Sadie.
But you can always ask if you need anything. I'm really glad that you're my son's wife. So I wanted to get along with you. But I don't want to be too pushy and bother you. I'll keep that in mind next time.
Sadie?
Yes?
Really, you're not bothering me. I like you because you're very thoughtful.
Really? I'm glad to hear that. That's nice of you to say.
Sorry I haven't returned the favor, even though you've been nice to me, always. I often turn down your invitations. You must think I'm pretty rude.
Not at all.
But actually, I want to get along with you more. But I can't.
Why not?
I'm not allowed to go out often. I can't do the chores very well, even though I'm a stay-at-home wife. So I haven't been able to see my friends after getting married.
Not allowed to go out? You mean that Nigel doesn't let you?
That's right. Sorry to bring this up. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it. But I couldn't talk to anyone else. My parents aren't here anymore, so I can't rely on anyone.
That's okay. I'm just pretty surprised by it.
I don't blame you.
It must be tough for you. And I'm sorry about my son. Is there anything else he's doing to you?
He always rates my housework. He rates it on a scale of 1 to 10, and he threatens to divorce me if it's 3 or under.
He does what? He really does something like that? You can't be serious.
I was shocked too when he first said he'd be rating my housework.
Why would he do that?
Nigel says it's because I'm a stay-at-home wife and that he's protecting me from the outside world. I don't get what he says at all.
Wait a second. So does that mean you're not actually sick?
Yeah.
Say no more. I'm heading to you right now. You need to tell me everything. Leia, I'm going to judge your housework.
Okay.
Yesterday was pretty good. The cleaning was thorough, and you cooked a lot of meat, which I like. Having said that, I do worry about my cholesterol, so that's a point deduction. But it's still about 9 points in total.
Okay.
That's a pretty high score. You might pass sometime soon. But a 10-point pass should be a given for a housewife. So don't forget that.
Hey, it looks like you haven't noticed. But I haven't done any housework for a while.
Huh? You haven't been doing the chores? But the house was so clean. You cooked breakfast and dinner, too.
I guess I was right to hire a professional.
A professional? Did you hire a housekeeper?
Yeah. I got tired of doing things your way, Nigel. She comes 3 times a week.
What?
There are some days that she's not here to clean, but you didn't even notice. All that cleaning I did every day was a wasted effort.
Don't ask other people to do it. You're a housewife. Where did you even get the money?
I'm not a housewife anymore. I started working.
Working?
Your mom introduced me to this job.
My mum did?
That's right. I was at my wit's end. So I mustered up the courage to talk it through with her.
She's my mother. You can't just talk to her about our business.
But she's my mother-in-law too.
Stop talking back. Are you at work now?
Nope, day off today.
Then wait there. I'm coming home now.
Huh? You're at work, right?
I'll finish early today.
Stop it. I won't be at home anyway.
What? Then where?
I won't tell you.
What did you say?
We should get your mom involved in our discussion on what to do next. When I'm prepared and I have a date, I'll get your mom to tell you. So, even if you contact me, you won't get a response.
Mum, where's Leia? I said I'm not telling you.
How many times have I said that?
I'll ask as many times as it takes.
Cut it out, Nigel. I told you the other day that Leia wants to divorce you. Don't bother her anymore.
I love Leia from the bottom of my heart. That's why I made sure she couldn't leave the house or get away.
Get away? I saw all your texts, but you were just threatening the poor girl. What was up with all the rating of her housework, then saying you'll divorce her if her score was low?
I just wanted Leia to have goals to work towards for her housework.
Of course you would want to get away if you did something like that to her every day.
I did it because I was thinking of her.
You say you were thinking of her, but you were only thinking of yourself. Not a single thing you did actually benefited her.
Just let me see Leia. Where is she?
I'll tell you over my dead body.
And to think I gave Leia her bank card back the other day. Doesn't that count for anything? Why won't you give me an inch here?
Leia saved up all that money when she was single. You have no right to keep it from her. It was only right that you gave her that account back. She's going to need money for her new life, after all.
Her new life?
She's divorcing you. Living alone costs money, right?
I'm saying that I don't want a divorce.
What you've been doing to her is unforgivable. You won't let her leave the house or have any friends. You don't give her a cent, and the only shopping she could do was the online supermarket you registered with a card. And you made her life hell with the ratings every day. You broke her down mentally and financially.
She had freedom inside the house. What's so wrong with that? It's not as if I ever raised a hand against her.
If Leia felt she was so free, she'd still be at your house. But she left. That tells you everything.
Why are you taking her side, Mum? I'm your flesh and blood, not her.
I feel so guilty for what you've done to Leia. I wanted to get close to Leia and treat her like my own daughter. She's so sweet and gentle, so I hoped she'd become truly one of the family.
Then isn't it better for us not to divorce? I'll listen to your views as well going forward, Mum. Work with me here.
Leia is not your property. Why do you get to decide what happens to her? She really suffered when she was living with you. You did whatever you wanted because she had no other family to turn to. You vile fiend.
Mum, please. I just want to talk to Leia one more time. So can you convince her for me?
I bet it won't get you anywhere. You'll just keep telling her that you don't want to get divorced.
No. I just want to apologize to her.
Really?
Really.
I see. Wait a minute. I'm with Leia now, so I'll ask her.
You're with Leia right now! Leia, please. I want you to listen to me. I really want to apologize to you.
What is it, Nigel?
Leia, is that you?
It's me, all right.
I'm sorry for everything I did. I really didn't mean to hurt you, Leia. So I want to try again. I'll treat you much better this time.
No, it seemed like you were enjoying hurting me. You were laughing at me because I had no one to turn to. I haven't forgotten that.
Well, you could say I was putting that on. I didn't want you to get too cocky, Leia.
I can't deal with that twisted way of thinking of yours. Just because I'm your wife, I'm not your property to do with as you please.
I get that.
You don't get it at all. You put all those rules in place so I couldn't escape. Any apologies and excuses you make sound like white noise to me.
Don't say that.
If you stayed the same way before we got married, I would have stayed happily married to you, Nigel. But you're the one who had to go and destroy that.
I said I'm sorry. Really, I did all that because I love you.
So, you can be forgiven for doing anything as long as you love me? You caged me in the house and you threatened to divorce me with the ratings. How was all that for me? I'm scared of the way you think, Nigel. I don't even want to talk to you anymore.
Leia, I'm begging you. I want to meet face to face one more time to talk.
This is getting you nowhere, just like your mom said. Nigel, these will probably be my last words to you.
Last words? Please don't say that.
As a husband, here's your score. -100 points. So there's no helping it. I have to divorce you. After that, thanks to Nigel's parents very strongly convincing him to, we were able to divorce. I thought Nigel would try to delay things, but I'm glad it went quickly in the end. After he compensated me out of court for emotional damages, Nigel was transferred by his work to another state. I heard that he was complaining about being abandoned by his parents. Apparently, his dad yelled at him to never come back, so he went crying out of their house. Thinking back on it, I should have discussed things with someone when I thought something was off. I should have gone to a women's shelter when things got out of hand. But I didn't think to do that with the stress of Nigel raiding my housework every day. I was done in by the pressure to do the housework perfectly and the lack of a support network. I wasn't thinking straight because of my mental state. I'll be eternally grateful to Nigel's mom, who gave me a helping hand in that situation. I moved to a new place and I'm living a peaceful life. Even though I'm now legally divorced from Nigel, I still have a good relationship with his parents. I sometimes go out for lunch with them on my days off. Sadie says she thinks of me as her daughter, so I want to treat them both well too. My new goal is to return the favor to them one day.